Yeah, I was just making him, cutting.
Fun.
I am so fondant of you, Ken.
Oh, you take the cake, Mark. You really take the cake.
Wow. I can't even speak right now. Ken Wingard is showing us how to make a DIY 3D fondant for a floral cake. These are so enchanting. Look at this little cupcake, you guys. Look how cute this is.
Totes adorable.
This is adorable beyond. Okay, so how do we go ahead and start making this? Well, let me just say one thing. I am intimidated by fondant. I don't know how it works. It seems to be, I can't ever roll it out to make it smooth. So I'm glad you're here to show us how to do it.
Well, I'm intimidated by it too. So this all started a year ago. If you all remember, it's Coco's birthday next week. So obviously she had a birthday last year. And I decided I was going to tackle fondant because it always scared me.
Right.
So I made this fondant. There we go. There, I did a buttercream cake with fondant flowers. It was very rudimentary. And I got a lot of viewers. I posted on Facebook, wanted to know how to make it. So I came here last year and showed you how to make that. So this year, she's turning 4, so I figured I need to up the ante, and I want to do a fully fondant covered cake and 3D flowers. So
beautiful.
I've not done it before, so this was, you're coming along with me on this journey.
Okay.
So we started off with the actual cake, and what fondant is
Look, he's eating the fondant. What are you doing?
You're allowed to eat the fondant. You're allowed.
Okay.
Fondant is an edible, sugar-based, almost like a Play-Doh, and you can cut and make all different shapes with it. You can make it, and if you check our Pinterest page, last year I made it from marshmallow. This year I bought it pre-made. You can get it at Michael's, other places.
Is there a difference between making it homemade and buying it?
One's easier and more expensive. Buying it.
Okay.
But it's not a pack for this. It's $12. Will get you all the thing you need to make.
Why is it at a Michael's and not at a grocery store?
They have a whole baking.
Oh, they do.
Which is great.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Who knew? So let me show you where I started earlier today, which is actually rolling out the fondant. So you want to, instead of flouring your board, you actually use powdered sugar, and that's going to keep it from sticking. Fondant's going to be pretty stiff, so you want to work it, and you roll it out just like a pie dough.
You don't need flour or water?
No, that's powdered sugar.
Okay.
Roll it up on your rolling pin,
okay.
and then roll it out on your cake. And
Looks
it's
like a
really
hat.
pliable. Go around, and what I like to do is do a first round, and I get rid of a lot of the excess. Then I just go with my fingers, as you can see here, and really tuck it in. And then once you get it sort of to the shape you want, go around and give it another trim closer to the cake. It's really easy to work with, and you can always patch it if you need to. Then go through, tuck it under to sort of cover where your cake's coming out. You can get this handy-dandy little smoother to get it really smooth and perfect.
Do you have to wet the smoother in?
No, you keep it all, you want everything very dry. Then
now, what if you rip it or do anything? Can you use that smoother to fix it?
You can, a little bit of corn syrup will act as glue, and you can patch it.
Corn syrup. Okay,
corn
all right,
syrup.
very good.
And the cake itself, I know this horrifies you. I just did a good old box cake, and I spent, I know,
What?
It's a 4-year-old's birthday party. Wow!
What?
Note to self, never tell Christina that again. You just broke our china.
Oprah. I'm going to tell Oprah on you. Okay.
So now we're going to make the actual flowers. Oh, actually, before we do the flowers, I'm going to show you how to make this little rope thing. So you can get all these different molds at different cake supply places. What you want to do is get, this is called, look at that, it's absolutely adorable. It comes in a zillion different colors. It's called luster dust. How do I point that? There we go.
Obviously, it's edible.
It is edible, and you just brush that in any of these little molds.
Luster dust.
And you see these fancy cakes with all this. Super easy to do. Then all you're going to do is push it in there.
It's like Play-Doh. I love it.
Exactly. It's exactly like Play-Doh.
All right.
Put that in there. And
does that have to dry or anything?
This does not have to dry. I'm going to grab a
use
knife
Play-Doh?
here.
No, you can't.
Play-Doh is actually non-toxic, so I guess you could.
Yeah.
No, but it's salty.
Right,
That's
it
why
is
they
salty.
made Play-Doh so salty so the kids won't eat it. Hello.
And then look at that. You pull that out, and you get super easy. So I've done that here. I've got the rest of my little rope chain. And you can buy this adhesive, which I put the flowers on with. You can get that at Michael's as well. But you can also just use plain old.
What is that called? Because people
This
go
is
out and buy
called
adhesive.
dab and hold. It's an edible adhesive.
Okay,
But
edible.
honestly, just get some corn syrup, put it in a little squeeze bottle, and use that. And then, whoopsie.
What if you do that?
And then if you do that, you get your finger. We're very technical here.
And wipe it on your
Wipe it on your jeans, and you're good to go.
Wiped it on his pants.
And then so all you're going to do is you're going to put that around as mine falls apart. I get nervous in the kitchen with Christina.
Why? I think you're doing such a beautiful job.
So, and then voila, there you go.
Oh, great.
So now for the flowers itself, seriously, like Play-Doh, And you want to work with one color at a time because you do, like Play-Doh, get your colors contaminated. So know to make all your yellow flowers first, make all your pink flowers.
Is the when you open that up, does it dry pretty quickly? Do you have to work pretty fast?
You know, if you're going to work for a day, because I was making them last night in the kitchen, and we ended up putting a wet paper towel over them because they were drying out. So if it starts to feel a little, do that. And then just get your floral cookie cutters.
Oh, cute. Like little cookies.
Right. And then here's the part I love to really make them come to life. This is a piece of foam. This is like $3. It's
what kind of foam is that?
It's in the baking aisle, and it's made for making flowers. It's called like floral foam. And all you're gonna do is get your little tool. You can get a set of these as well for like $4 or $5. And look at this. Just pinch, pinch,
that's
fun.
pinch,
I love that.
pinch. So you do that all the way around.
It's a piece of cake.
Wow.
It's a piece of
That's
cake.
actually frosting to go on the cake.
And then to get the shape, what I like to do,
I'm making
here's
a
others
rose.
I made, get them and pop them inside an egg cart and move on to work the next one. So you're going to end up with all your little pieces, and then you're just going to assemble them again. You know, take a flat one,
It's
little
like
dab.
you could have yards and yards of fun.
and seriously, once your kids get a little bit older, like next year I'll have Coco help me.
Do you need to keep them in the sun so they open up like that?
What's wrong with you
Really?
today?
I'm on sugar.
And then,
Box cake.
to add them onto the cake,
Those jokes.
another little
I
dab.
know. Oh, they're the worst.
Check it out.
Voila.
Great. I love it.
That's
Awesome.
So
Boom.
cute.
So it's very like frightening.
You
the
can see
whole.
the bad. You have to hide the.
Oh, have to hide the
yeah,
bad part.
rotate it.
There we go.
There we go.
Here,
Yeah, and
we'll
as you
do this
look
flower
what he did here with the little flowers. He put, you used a tool also. See, you put the little veins in the leaves.
The leaves.
Yeah, little stamps and all these little tools. You can also use one if you want to flare them out. For some of these, I use the bigger tool, which is going to give you a bigger flare. And then for the centers, you get these little molds, and you can't get easier than this. You push it in the mold, smooth it out, pop it out, and voila, and that's your little center.
Thank you for taking the scary out of.
It's like super simple, and how professional. You go and buy that at a bakery.
Yeah.
Yeah, out of my 4-year-old birthday budget.